Are you getting bored with those tasteless, universally wide drinks we call water? That makes you want to say, dang, that sucks.
Dang, this sucks.
Well, you don't have to. There's only one difference for a better drinking experience.
Well, what is it?
Introducing Watore, a new fresh drink like no other, freshly made to fuel your excitement and motivation.
Thanks. It's pretty good.
This fresh Watore bottle contains 2 grams of sugar, 4 milligrams of hydrocytic acid, and is completely made of hyperactive enjoyment.
Hydrocytric acid? I thought you said this was clean water. This wasn't even a drop.
This valuable product has also been recommended by the FDA to be a very safe and very stable refreshment to have, so you can guarantee your throat will thank you for a delicious liquid, and it'll make you a part of a positive influence.
Yo, what's up? Have a good day. I miss my wife.
Watore has been tasted worldwide by over 6 million real people and been approved by many who have actually contributed to society.
Since I'm the only person who contributes to society, I totally believe that Watore is the best known refreshment to ever exist. Now that I've made credibility, I will look at our totally positive reviews and see what actually human beings think about our refreshment. The first review is by Commerical from Corona, California. He says that water is such an awful drink. I prefer drinking out of the sewage water than Pennywise Lipton that tried this awful drink again. 1 star. That sounds totally positive. Right, let's look at some more. Next review is by Isaac Mendoza from Corona, California. Again, if you're ever having a bad day, just know that someone tried such a vile product and paid the most sad sore loser in the world to promote such a cheap product made in the nuclear wasteland. 0 stars. That sounded a little personal, but whatever. Here's a 5-star review by Mr. Gauss. An interesting name, from Corona, California. Well, maybe something good can finally come out from this gosh-forsaken city. Anyways, his review states, water is really a big miracle. I'm an old paralyzed man. Once I tried out this drink, I managed to get out of my wheelchair, walked outside, and threw his horrendous bottle in the trash and then recycle, because I actually respect the world other than this horrendous piece of recycled garbage. -5 stars. How's that? You know what? I quit. Alright? I nearly poisoned myself, had a breakdown of my dead wife, and made $7 per hour, all for an awful drink. Yeah, that's right. Watore is the worst drink anyone has ever made in this gosh-forsaken world. Okay, yes, I promise. I'm so done for.
Get a special water bottle for a very low price of $67. But wait, there's more. If you call the number below, you could get half off the water bottle for just $187. What a steal!
So what are you waiting for? Get your own water bottle today and enjoy your life while it lasts. Refreshing.
Water for all. Watore and Watore Incorporated is not responsible for any damages and result in possible death.
Since I'm the only person who contributes to society, I totally believe that Watore is the greatest refreshment to ever exist. Now that I have credibility, let's take a look at our totally positive reviews and see what actual human beings think about our wonderful beverage. The first review is by Michael Procco from Corona, California. He says that Watore is such an awful drink. I prefer drinking out of a sewage water that Pennywise lived in than trying this awful drink again. 1 star. That sounds totally positive. Right. Let's look at some more. Next review is by Isaac Mendoza from Corona, California. Again, If you're ever having a bad day, just know that someone dared to create such a vile product and paid the most sad, sore loser in the world to promote such a cheap product made in the nuclear wasteland. 0 stars. That sounded a little personal, but whatever. Oh, here's a 5-star review by Mr. Gauss. What an interesting name. From Corona, California. Maybe something good can finally come out from this awful city. Anyways, this review states water is really a big miracle. I'm an old paralyzed man who once I tried this out, I managed to get out of my wheelchair, walked outside, and threw this horrendous bottle in the trash, but in the recycle because I actually respect the world other than this horrendous piece of recycled garbage. I think the 5 stars. You know what? I quit. Alright? I nearly poisoned myself, had a breakdown on my dead wife, and I only get paid $7 an hour for this godforsaken drink. Yeah, that's right. I think that this drink is one of the worst, possibly out of the world refreshment, and I think that this bottle needs to be in the gosh damn recycle because it's awful. Yeah, it's awful. Because this awful drink is the worst drink ever made in human existence, and I forgot my fucking lines. We gotta restart again.
Fuck.